Hello Wanderers, welcome to a brand new roleplay series in a game that has never before been seen on this channel, Stellaris. One of my favorite games, however I have not played this game in probably at least 2 years, and we are playing with the brand new Nomads DLC, and we're going to be playing as the Gunderson Research Society, and we are going to be exploring that type of gameplay here in this series. But let's read the origin of the Gunderson Research Society. How exactly the original human ancestors came to leave their world is poorly documented. We know only that they departed in haste, carrying what they could aboard the GEM Hyacinth into the unknown. Whether they fled disaster, sought something greater, or were simply cast out is a matter of legend more than history. The years of drifting were brutal, resources grew scarce, critical systems failed, and the void took many from us. Yet we endured, rationing, repairing, rebuilding, until the Hyacinth and its people found a rhythm of resilience strong enough to carry us forward. Our ancestral world is still out there somewhere. No living humans aboard the Hyacinth are old enough to remember standing on solid ground, but the question of what became of the world we left behind still occupies our minds. And that is going to be the main question of at least the first part of this series. What happened to Earth? What happened to our home system of Sol? Are the humans still out there? Are there other human societies in the galaxy? Can we encounter them? I do not know, because I do not know what other societies are out there in the galaxy. That is something we're going to explore together. But our first mission is going to be to find Earth. So let us begin. So even before we take a look at our leaders, even before we take a look at our society, I want to take a look at the ship that society lives on, the Hyacinth, an Arkship that has seen better times. Now this is incredibly cool looking. I mean, Stellaris is an amazing looking game anyways. We can see it here looking over this binary system that we have found ourselves in. There's a pulsar over there and a large, I believe, class B main sequence star, but the Hyacinth is the highlight of this. You can even see the little bits of land and ocean where the society would live on this massive ship. It went out with 250,000 people on it. I mean, you can even see these little details, the gun turrets. I mean, the engines look awesome. Everything about this is incredibly cool. And that is where our society lives. The only humans, other than on a couple smaller ships out here in this system, everybody that we know of is here on this system now. We are, or here within this one ship. So that is going to be really cool. We're going to take a look a bit deeper into the systems of the ship and the way that the ship mechanics work in just a moment. But I wanted to give you guys a really nice close-up look of that before we got in. So before we look at anything else, we are going to take a look at our species and our government. And we are obviously humans. That is, we're humans from Earth. It hasn't been that long since we left Earth, though it has been several generations, I would imagine. But we have all those human traits. You know, we are organics, we're adaptive, we're migratory, we're wasteful as humans are. But we do have something different, which is the Arkship preference. And that is because, you know, several generations of these humans have been living on this Arkship for some time. So nothing too different there. Our population 4.8k, it says. If I understand correctly the way Stellaris this works, or the way that population works in Stellaris, this isn't representative of 4,800 people. There's 4,800 pops, and I don't remember if a pop is equivalent to 1,000 population. I believe it might be. So we're at like 4.8 million people or 480,000 people. I think 480,000 is probably the more reasonable number considering the situation that we're in, but just something to keep in mind there. So now as we look to our government, we are first going to take a quick look at our government ethics. So we have materialist and we have xenophile, which are kind of core to human society, or at least the human society from Earth as we know it. If you've ever played the UNE, you would, kind of know that type of Star Trek style gameplay. So materialists, we reach for the stars, we must put away childish things, gods, spirits, and other phantasms of the brain. Reality is cruel and unforgiving, yet we must steel ourselves and secure the survival of our race through the unflinching pursuit of science and technology. So we're not spiritualists by any means, we are materialist. And as with the xenophile, there exists in all of us a deep-seated fascination for the unknown, an adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glories in the unfamiliar, whatever or whomever it may be. So we like to encounter other aliens, typically. But interestingly enough, and this is different than you might have played with the UNE, the authoritarian ethic here, or ethic, sorry. A strong guiding hand is essential to the success of any civilization. The alternative would be anarchy and chaos. It is the duty of the state to steer its citizens towards the paths that are most productive. And so that authoritarian ethic plays out in the fact that Arch-Surveyor Bjorn Gunderson comes from a long line of hereditary rulers, of which the Gunderson Research Society is named. And that most likely stems from the fact that in the early days of the journey that the Hyacinth found itself on, going out to, the unknown and then losing contact with Earth and all the other humans, I mean, they would have suffered immense difficulties. And from that came an authoritarian government that eventually transitioned into an imperial government led by the Gunderson family. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'll leave that up to you to decide, and perhaps we'll see that play out. Now, Bjorn Gunderson himself is a genius, prone to sudden bursts of inspiration, which is going to be very useful. But even an imperial ruler is, we're not necessarily an empire, but, we count as an imperial ruler, as you can see here. It's a hereditary government, but an enlightened hereditary government. Now, we are 52 years old, and we have others, upon which we rely, namely our science officer, Lazer Zahareddin. Now, this is, he's 35 years old, a scientist who is also a politician, and I imagine that there are many scientist politicians within the Gunderson Research Society. And he is our science officer, so we'll see how this plays out. Does he have, what are his ambitions? Does he see himself kind of as the second hand of the Arch-Surveyor? I imagine that he might, and he probably could be. He plays an important role in our government, considering our goals. But we do also have our tactical commander, Jake Featherston, who is a unifier. Interesting trait there. Unifier, this leader excels at intergovernment diplomacy and consensus building. So I imagine that our tactical commander is a very loyal man, and I think that that is going to be well appreciated. As for our fleet ambassador, we have Rob Blackburn here, who is resilient. So he's in excellent physical condition. He's probably going to live a long time, and that is good because we could use him in that position. Well, we can see our Arkship development 61 months before the agenda is ready to launch. Not entirely sure all the details of that, but I suppose we shall get a little bit more as we go along. We do have an event here, hyperdrives engaged. With the installation of the hyperdrive aboard the Hyacinth, our engineering crew have completed a comprehensive inspection of the Arkship's engaging systems in preparation for true interstellar travel. Numerous faults have been identified throughout the vessel. A signal originating from an unexplored star system has begun replicating itself across our communications databanks. Corrosive coolant links are compromising hull integrity, and the Arkship's extraction systems have yet to be tested under operational conditions. Resource surveys indicate viable deposits in the surrounding systems. These deficiencies must be corrected if the Arkship is to be restored to full operational readiness. Acknowledge. That begins the Arkship readiness event chain. And I think we can take a look at that here in the situation log. So if we look at Arkship readiness, I believe coolants flush. So we need to flush the coolants. All right. Signals deciphered. All right, that is interesting. And then progress, we got to harvest gas, minerals, and rare crystals and motes. All right, some volatile motes. So we got to do all three of these things in order to have the Hyacinth fully ready for interstellar travel. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, if we take a look at the Hyacinth itself, I believe we can see that in more detail here. So when you're playing as a nomad, the Arkship functions as your planet, essentially, though it does seem to be quite a bit different. Now, I have not played around with this almost at all. This is very new to me, and so just consider that. I'll probably cut out a lot of me fumbling around with the various menus, but hopefully you'll get a sense of how this works as we play through, and I'm sure by the end of things I'll be a lot more understanding of it than I am at the beginning. But you can see we have the colonial spirit effect on the ship, as well as the corrosive coolant. Coolant links have corroded critical internal structures throughout the Arkship. We have our habitation decks here. So we've got planetary administration, precinct houses, and commercial zones on them. Obviously, we can build other things here. Popular research mall, research labs, industrial trade quarter. Yeah, we'll have to explore this in a little bit more detail as we go along. We can specialize our reactor arrays, energy generation. I mean, this could be good, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. And then we've got our hydroponics bay. This is, going to be fueling our people rather than the ship. And then our ordnance engineering, so we can specialize that as well, but not right now. I believe... Okay, we've got sprawling slums here, which I wouldn't mind clearing at some point. I'm not 100% sure how we want to clear the corrosive coolant. So we'll have to look into that in just a moment. But this is your overview of the ship. What we're producing, our deficit here, and then all of the various, ship controls and systems we can build onto there, our various holdings, etc. So we'll get more into depth on that, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview. We can also choose an empire focus here. There is conquest and development. I'm not going to be bothering with conquest or development right at the beginning. We'll just stick with exploration here. So we need to finish a special project and get a permanent research option. So yeah, we'll probably be focusing on that at first, but you can choose these and continue down these various focus paths, which I believe will get you rewards as you go along. As for research, well, we are playing a roleplay series, and I want the roleplay aspect of it to, define some of the decisions we're making when it comes to research as well. And so our options here for physics research, fusion reactor, quantum computing, or zero-G laboratories. I mean, the one that makes the most sense here for me is probably going to be zero-G laboratories, considering that most of our science is going to be done in zero-G. I think that we're just going to go with that. As for society research here, we can get off-world trade companies. I don't know how useful that was. Genome mapping might be useful. Naval capacity is obviously good, but I think genome mapping could be good and just kind of fits with the scientific aspect of our society. And then for our engineering research here, nanometrics, material workshop, military research complex could be useful. Materials workshop definitely can't hurt. I think that probably makes sense more than either of these other ones, so that's what we're gonna be going with there. Okay, so looking into it a little bit more deeply, if we want to if we want to flush the coolants, we need to enact the flush coolant decision while in a black hole system. So that's pretty cool. Means we're gonna have to go and pursue a black hole system in order to do that. Deciphering the signal, we need to survey the source of the anomalous signal and decipher the signal using first contact, which I believe is another situation there. And then harvesting, that should be a little bit easier. Speaking of harvesting, we obviously have a science ship here, which is currently being manned by our chief science officer, Lazar Zahradin. And we're gonna get him out surveying as well. Science ship automation, well, I mean, we can take a look at the galaxy here. Spiral galaxy, obviously, this is the Milky Way. And I have no actual idea where Sol is on this map. I could go and, you know, figure that out, but I don't think that, I think we're just gonna have to go and find it. I mean, if this was, you know, if this was the real Milky Way, we'd probably be able to find it relatively easy. But as for finding a black hole, we might be able to find that just by looking. Yeah, so we can see there's a black hole over here. Where's the closest one? This one is actually quite close. So I might try to make my way over to this one. It's only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. So I'll probably send my science vessel out to take a look into that. So I'm gonna do survey system. We're gonna survey this system, and then survey that system as well. You should do them in order, which is good. And then let's head back into the system here. We also have the industry, our logistics ship. And I probably want to start getting some resources here. Materials and alloys are good. We got lots of materials and alloys here. I want to kind of get all of these. But we need certain things first. So we're going to enter the orbit of this one and harvest resources. Okay, this is a little bit different than I remember things. What does this do? The logistics ship's extraction facilities can collect entire deposits for processing aboard an Arkship. Okay. Let's just see how that plays out. I guess we're gonna probably get time rolling here. In just a moment, actually, I want to go and probably start clearing those big slums and start planning out what we want to build on here. So we can specialize. Energy generation seems like it could be useful. I mean, I'm willing to specialize in that. Is this the best decision? Absolutely no idea, but we're just gonna work with this for now. This is gonna cost us some energy upkeep. Well, I don't know if we can afford that. I mean, we can see our resources up here. Food, consumer goods, alloys, trade, etc. Strategic resources, influence, unity, research. I don't know exactly where our energy credits are or how this is all slightly different than I remember it. So the operational reserves for nomadic empires are a combined view of minerals and energy credits. There's still some income and upkeep of minerals and energy credits, but managed as a situation. Okay, so this isn't different because I haven't played the game in 2 years. This is different because of the Nomads DLC. The stages of a situation can affect the Empire's Arkship in different ways, and approaches can be selected to conserve resources or burn through them for higher productivity. Minerals and energy credits can be bought on the market, but not sold. Click the operational reserves in the data bank. Okay. What does this do? All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So we can see all that. All right. Well, that leads me to think that we probably, I mean, do we need these hydroponic farms? I mean, we seem to be pretty good in everything. We've got a slight deficit in minerals, but everything else seems to be good for now, although our food production is a little low. So I'd be tempted to boost up our food production by building some hydroponics farms, just to get in advance here. Looks like we're doing okay on food, but I'm hoping that we're going to grow our population. So yeah, I mean, we've got the Vela system here. We've got the GP Valorum Class B main sequence star, as well as the Vela X1, a pulsar, emitting its beams of electromagnetic radiation. Do not get in the way of those. If you guys don't know too much about astrophysics, of which I do not as well, but I watch a lot of PBS Spacetime, and so all of this is just fascinating stuff to me. In any case, I suppose we can get time rolling here. We're gonna start time. We should see our ship get on its way soon enough, right? Oh wait, where is the Arkship is going? I thought we were sending our science officer here. Where is the Arkship going? I guess we'll see. Do these other ships need to come with us? We have a new heir, Surveyor Apparent Valentina. Let's take a look at her. Valentina. Okay, I imagine this is our daughter, where she previously held the position of a noble. All right, Valentina, waiting to be assigned. She is a scientist, of course, charismatic, which is good for our heir. All right, we will keep an eye on her. She's not assigned anything currently, so can we? I don't know if we can give her a position on the ship, but we'll just kind of keep that in mind anyways. All right, so we're gonna watch the Arkship leave the system here. We'll see what happens with the rest of our ships as we go. So there we go. It's preparing for interstellar travel, and there it goes. All right, so let's follow the ship there. Is this ship doing the surveying itself? And if so, what does our science ship do? Fleet automation. Okay, this is the science. It's a science Arkship. Did I have that? Okay, very cool. All right, well, let's get the Wayfarer just exploring naturally then too. I guess the Arkship can do its own surveying, which is totally fine. And actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, look at it. Obviously we are, you know, the sizes of these things are a little bit not to scale. All right, we have a voice from the past. The Hyacinth's long-range receivers have intercepted a broadcast on Ulysses Initiative emergency frequencies. The signal is old, at least a century, but the message is clear. The Chrysanthemum, the 5th Ulysses Initiative Arkship, survived the scattering. The colonists found a world. They named it Unity. The broadcast repeats, Chrysanthemum colony to all Ulysses Initiative vessels. We have made landfall on a habitable world. The planet is beautiful. We are building something here. Come home. The signal's origin cannot be determined from here, but the relay buoys used to carry it should be traceable. A survey of nearby systems may locate one. Begin triangling the signal source. I mean, obviously we're gonna do this. This is no doubt the Commonwealth of Man, but I suppose we don't know that yet. So we're just gonna have to investigate. But other humans out there, now that is worth knowing. All right, so we're gonna continue our research here and begin exploring these systems and just basically taking care of these several tasks that we need to in order to have the Arkship completely ready. So the clues of the Chrysanthemum.
Detected.
Oh, we've got an anomaly. Love to see anomalies. A system that may contain a Ulysses Initiative relay buoy. Can we take a look at where that is? Sula 2. Okay, we're on our way there actually anyways, so that's perfect. And then our Wayfarer ship is going to be exploring some of these other systems. We're just going to keep heading out there. Was it over here that it found the anomaly? Oh no, it was, we found the anomaly here in the Theris. Level 3 anomaly. Backwards orbit. Deuteris orbits its star in reverse direction compared to the other planets in the system, suggesting it did not form here at the same time as its companion celestial bodies. Okay, so it might have been captured from another, as a rogue planet, perhaps. Well, I suppose we can probably... Do we want to investigate that anomaly? Can we investigate that anomaly with the main ship? Pre-sapient species found. Although Siagawa 3's sub-zero climate is far from hospitable, the planet is not barren. Several fungoid species have evolved to withstand the environment, and scientist Lazer Zaradin believes that one or more of these creatures is capable of sapience, given the introduction of certain external stimuli. Ooh, okay, we have an option here. Something to keep in mind for the future, or bring some of them aboard. We could bring aboard these Ulter pre-sapient pops. Can we take a look at this species? All species? I don't know if we can. Do we want to bring some of them aboard? I don't know if we do. I mean, fungoid species. I've just been watching The Last of Us, so I don't know if I want to bring a fungoid species aboard. Let's be a little bit non-interventionist for the moment here. I think that's the more scientific approach. However, the discovery of alien life is an important one. The Wayfarer has made a startling find on Siagawa 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate from Earth. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believe we are alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures are sapient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out there. So not necessarily first contact, but first discovery of alien life that is not human, which is an important discovery to make. Can we take a look at that planet? Let us quickly see. Can we see there anything about the Ulter here? View the species. I don't think we can. Maybe because they're pre-sapient. But they look gross. So we're not gonna bring them aboard just yet anyways. The human news nets are ablaze with discussions and debate over the alien beings encountered some time ago. The creature's intelligence is fascinating, and it is sobering to realize that while the Gunderson Research Society may only have just made its entrance on the galactic stage, we have already come a long way. Most humans agree that it is an obligation and our moral duty to help other races make the same journey when they are ready. That's an important thing to note. When they are ready, we are not necessarily an interventionist society right now. We are a research society, the Gunderson Research Society, and thus we should not be intervening unless it is absolutely necessary. New life offers valuable scientific insights. Our dominance must be asserted. No, I don't think that's so. Embrace the bonds of new life. I think we obviously have to go with the scientific endeavor here. So we completed an exploration focus here. So there we go, Keen. Oh yeah, look, find alien life. We've nailed that as well. So we've got 20 out of 40 here. Ah, each of these is giving, oh, I see. There's the rewards for it. Very cool. All right, so like I said, I'm still learning this game as we go along here. So, all right, and okay, this is starting to build out. All right, traditions. We can get our first tradition. So, I mean, let us consider the options here. Discovery is gonna be my go-to. But there's probably some new ones here. Oh my god, there are some new ones. There were not this many last time I played Synthetics. Purity Psionics. Psionics is cool. Mutation. Oh man, this is interesting. Cybernetics, cloning. I think there were maybe like 5 when I played last time, maybe 10. No, there's probably at least 10. There were definitely not this many. Enmity, expansion, harmony, politics, statecraft, prosperity, supremacy. Obviously, a lot of these are extremely cool, but discovery is the one that makes sense, the most sense for our characters right now. Survey speed, science ship disengage chance. Yeah, we got to go with that, I believe. Or the science division. No, early on to boldly go. Like I said, I'm a Star Trek fan. A new age of exploration is upon us. As we once mapped the surface of our homeworld, we must now brave new terrain, space. There's a galaxy full of wonder waiting to be discovered. This fits with what we're aiming to do here with our society, but it's also very useful to get this early on because you want to be the first person surveying these planets. It is very useful. So we're gonna adopt discovery. I think we got to take the main one first here. It does give us a new agenda, chart the unknown. We've got a new edict, which can we do it? We have a council agenda. I don't know exactly. Click to see the agendas list. Chart the unknown. Oh yeah, so we can go with this. I think that we might want to expand the council is useful. I do like getting that 5th spot because you can kind of choose what you want it to be. Progressive growth. Well, I do think that we want to chart the unknown. So let's put this council agenda. Oh wait, is this the current? Oh, this is the current agenda. Okay, I don't know if I want to change it then. Arkship development is probably time to launch 122. We'll keep that for now. But I believe we can get ourselves an edict here. First contact protocol. Where can we set? Oh, we're isolationist for diplomatic, which is kind of cool. Cooperative, belligerent, interesting. Or philosophy. Can we set research restrictions? No restrictions, of course. Map the stars. Oh, here's our edicts. I'm looking on the wrong side. Map the stars. Yeah, this is gonna cost us some upkeep here, but I'm willing to do it at the beginning, just simply for the bonuses that we get early on. Information quarantine. Not gonna worry about that just yet. I want to make sure that we're surveying as quickly as possible, not to mention that got us another task completed as well. So as long as we can finish a special project, we should complete exploration here, and that will give us some kind of a reward, I imagine. The Hyacinth continues to, survey ships over here in the Stellaris system, and the Wayfarer continues to survey the Siagawa system. We've got some cool molten worlds. My god, they look so cool. I do love this game. I am a massive Stellaris fan. Like I said, I've played a lot of this game in the past. I think I'm at maybe 600 hours in this game. And so it's a game I've played a lot, but just, there's a lot of new stuff in the recent updates. I mean, anybody who has played this game previous to, if you played the game when it first came out and that was all you played, the game is completely different now in terms of the mechanics of the game. Not completely different, significantly different. And I think better in a lot of ways, but just different in a lot of ways. And so if you are new to the game, it's worth getting back into because things are a lot different and there's tons of new events and new situations and all sorts of stuff, especially if you've got the DLCs that are worth playing around with. So can we build ourselves a way station here as well? I don't really. Harvest resources. Can we harvest resources here? Let's try. All right, so we finished with scanning the Stellaris system, which I believe means we should be seeing the hyacinth heading here onto the Chergamore system here. And we'll begin exploring that. And we do have a singularity over here, the BX799 singularity. This will allow us the opportunity to dump those coolants. And I do want to get our survey ship here to research anomalies. Once you're done surveying that system, then head over here and then research the anomalies. We can get another tradition, or we can get our first tradition. So I will go with the To Boldly Go here, just to increase our survey speed even further. So we're getting a bonus of 25% plus 35%, which brings us to a total of 60% increase in our speed. Not to mention we probably get some bonuses from some other things. So we should be surveying very quickly here. I know I'm just playing on normal speed and, you know, things are going a little bit slower. I typically would play on a higher speed, but, you know, for a roleplay series, I kind of want to, especially early on at the beginning, I just want to take things slow. Very cool looking ship as well. I do like that nice purple color. Looks quite cool. All right, so we've harvested the resources. Minerals plus 50. All right, that is cool. Our ship isn't really doing anything right now, so we should probably continue building it out, right? Do we want to build any other systems? Expanded cultivation decks? Resource silos? Shield arrays? We've already got some shield arrays. Colony support, economic support. We could build the resource... Ooh, voltaic production yard dedicated to large-scale energy generation. This building houses power cells, plasma conduits, and high-output generator arrays. Technicians produce energy credit? Yeah, okay, I'm willing to build that. Once again, I don't know the mechanics well enough to know what the best options here. Probably gonna build some research labs at some point as well. Commercial zones, holo theaters. We're gonna need to go and do a lot of different things here. But at the Popular Research Mall, few things unite people like pop science, pop history, and age-appropriate merchandise. Okay, the Popular Research Mall. Can build research labs in there. We've got research labs. We could build commercial zones and administrative offices. Okay, there's a lot of different stuff to build here. Let's keep time rolling just so we're not wasting time. And here in the industrial quarter, we can build some commercial zones. Leader leveled up. Okay, Jake Featherston has leveled up here. Fleet organizer. He is our tactical commander. Unyielding commander class. I think we'll give him the unyielding trait here. Okay, and Lazar Zaradin has leveled up as well. Carefree. Science ship effects. Anomaly research speed is good, or logistic understanding, not as useful. Carefree is going to be the one that gives us the best bonus there. So that's good. We have an idle leader. I'm not sure what to do with her. Can we produce another science ship? Let me look into that. Okay, yeah, so right here we can see our shipyard, and we can design some more science ships. So I will get another science ship going, and we'll have our heir, Valentina Gunderson. I'm going to change her name to Valentina Gunderson in order to, you know, keep the name scheme going here. Although Valentina, I mean, is that... you know, Bjorn Gunderson, Valentina Gunderson. If somebody has a better name for, you know, that fits more with this kind of Nordic family here, do let me know. And we can change Valentina's name. But yeah, let's get another science ship going so that she can continue the scientific progress that we've been making here. Ooh, what kind of system is this? Is this a quasar? Neutron star. Yeah, okay, cool. Incredibly dense stellar remnants. Created when a massive star suffers a rapid collapse. Cool. We're gonna head back here. Is our science ship almost done in the Stebnar system? We've got a tundra world over here with natural beauty. Nice. No planets on which we might want to land ourselves here. All right, and we're collecting the various resources here. All right, survey's done over there.
System scan complete.
This system has been scanned as well. We've got a molten planet here. Got a gas giant over there. Harvesting is complete. Keeping those minerals up. Leader leveled up. Ooh, nice. Okay. Do we want to go for Spark of Genius or Eye for Talent, Logistic Champion of the People? Ooh, Bjorn Gunderson, Champion of the People. I mean, the research speed boost would be good, but I mean, he's kind of old. Spark of Genius. I would like to. I think that this man. I don't know if Bjorn is as much a champion of the people as he is, you know, somebody very much focused on the scientific aspect of things. So I think we're gonna get that Spark of Genius too. Just because I don't see him as a champion of the people as much as somebody driven by the scientific endeavor and finding what's out there. We do need to find our, you know, other humans, and this quest here seems to be part of that. Signal found. A Ulysses Initiative relay buoy is drifting in the system, battered, barely functional, but still broadcasting. Beyond the original announcement, the buoy carries 2 later transmissions. The second is dated roughly 10 years after the first. Colony population 260,000. Crops established, infrastructure growing. The third transmission is dated from day 9182, approximately 25 years after landing. We are still here. Unity is more challenging than initial surveys indicated. We have lost people. If any Ulysses Initiative vessel receives this broadcast, please respond. We are here. We endure. Unity is in the Deneb system, only a few hyperlane jumps from here. Set a course for Deneb. Okay, can we see the Deneb system now? Is it gonna show it to us? Let us see if we can find that in our situation log. Yeah, okay, this is the Deneb system. Oh, it is close. Wow, this is actually very close. The Deneb system is right over here. Okay, I don't want to look too closely at this system until we get there. So that was just a brief sneak peek there. We've got the Hyacinth though. Ooh. Do we have to put off the singularity? I mean, I think that we do. I don't even think that we want to survey these systems. I think we want to go straight to Deneb here. Because like I said, we're role-playing this. If you knew that other humans were this close, you wouldn't just go and like, oh, we still got to go dump our stuff in the black hole system or finish researching all this. No, you would send your ship immediately there to go and investigate. So that's exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to go in and we're going to keep an eye on the Hyacinth here. Got another anomaly, which is totally fine. Can we focus in here? We can. Wait, is this our science ship? Oh, this is our new science ship. We can get our leader in here. So let's get Valentina here as the one managing this ship. Can we have Valentina? Ooh, okay, then here's a question. Do we want to send the entire Hyacinth there? Or do we want to just send Valentina? I'm willing to continue the survey here and survey, and we'll kind of we'll keep the Hyacinth on its current path, but we'll send Valentina in the Asperity. Actually, I'm going to change the name of this science ship to the GEM Elysium. We don't have planets, so I've asked channel members for names of characters and ships and planets and things like that. And so I'm going to be inputting those into the game. All of the various leaders that you see here, including the potential leaders, are names chosen by channel members. So if you guys want to have your own characters, your own ships and things like that in this series, then join as a channel member on YouTube or on Patreon, and you too can have your characters potentially in the game as well. But regardless of that, I think that we are going to send I think we're going to send the Elysium here under the direction of our heir to go investigate that. So let's go in. We should be able to follow the ship directly here. Yeah, so all right, they're heading to the Deneb system. This is gonna be interesting at the very least. What are we gonna find here? Okay, are there people here? New Luna? Unity? Oh, Unity is a planet orbiting a gas giant? No, okay. Guess. Don't go for this one first. This is the planet. This is the first planet. Survey this planet. Tomb World. What the heck happened here? I honestly thought that we were gonna find the Commonwealth of Man. Okay. We got another tradition here. Databank uplinks. Science division. No, let's get the science division going. Yeah, what the heck? I actually... Rob Blackburn is leveled up. Leader trait, trade focused. Mining rush, sure. I truly did think that we were gonna find the Commonwealth of Man. The Tomb World.
Anomaly detected.
What the heck? Okay. What does that even mean? Okay, survey the whole system here. Do we get something from the situation log? Yeah, we've got the coordinates. Oh, the Hyacinth must travel there. Okay, so let's bring the Hyacinth in then. But we've sent our daughter in here. Let's get the Hyacinth moving. Let's see, can we grab that ship? I want you to move here. At least there's no danger in the system, but this is meant to be the planet here. Let's have the main researchers come in. There is an anomaly here on New Luna.
New technology discovered.
Got ourselves a new technology as well. Population growth increasing. Gene clinic, xenobiology lab, societal unification. I mean, societal unification does seem fitting to me because of the authoritarian nature of the Gunderson Research Society. So I think, but xenobiological lab also useful. I think we're gonna keep going with the societal unification though, just because we need to keep everybody, banded together, especially in the wake of the discovery that this system is empty. What happened here? I actually don't know this. Like, I haven't played through any of these story events before. Cool planet names. Inferno, Jackson's planet, Marble, Hyperion, Helios, Tumbleweed. This is cool. I love the stories that you find in this game here. Okay, let's let the Hyacinth make its way over to the system here. Shouldn't take too long, I imagine. We do still have some anomalies being researched, I believe. Right? You are researching. I thought we had you researching anomalies here. All right, well, we'll let them go for now. But I do want to get those anomalies. But I'm more concerned with what's happening here in the Deneb system. Kind of my main concern here. The logistic ship is not doing anything though. I suppose we can get you harvesting resources over here. All right, let's do that. Where's the Arkship? Okay, it's coming into Deneb here. Archaeological site discovered. Unity Colony ruins. The Unity Colony operated for roughly 25 years before contact was lost. Whatever happened here, the record survived. The colony's archivists kept logging until the end. So they only lasted for 25 years? Oh, okay, look what we discovered. All right, obviously, once again, size different, you know, it's obviously expanded for coolness. So this is the Chrysanthemum, the 5th Ulysses Initiative Arkship. It carried the colonists who would found Unity. It has been drifting cold and unmanned for an unknown number of decades. Okay, I mean, what is that? What the heck happened to it? I guess we need to come in and investigate here. Do we do that with the Hyacinth or what? Or do we need to get the Elysium here? Yeah, excavate site. Okay, I think we need this ship here, but we'll keep the Hyacinth in the system here. We'll bring the main ship here. I mean, do they actually? I wonder if how similar they
New
look
technology
here.
discovered.
I guess they kind of do look similar. Oh, we're riding up right on it here. Let's go in. I mean, that's fine. We can park here. All right. Oh yeah, new technology discovered. Field modulation, miniature containment fields. I mean, that is useful. Field modulation, that feels pretty sciencey though. And I do always want to make sure that we're keeping our energy up, so yeah. Man, that's crazy. I was really expecting to find more humans here. But does not seem to be the case. Well, let's see. We are excavating the site. Looks like it won't take... it'll take a little while, but not too long. I'm very curious what we're gonna find in the ruins of the Unity Colony. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue that will lead us to more humans. I'm hoping so. Surely we can't be the only humans left in the galaxy, right? That can't be true. All right, we're almost finished researching here. Let's see how this plays out. Oh no, okay, we gotta keep excavating here. How long is it gonna take? I guess we'll find out. The rest of our ships, are you investigating those anomalies that I had sent? You do not appear to be. Okay, it's probably because they're stuck on survey. So I just want you to go and research this anomaly. I want you to research this anomaly, and we'll go from there. And our logistics ship gonna keep getting those minerals. What does this mean? Low. Oh, its capacity is low. I see. And then it has to, what, bring those back? Fleet automation, fleet stance. Maybe? Not entirely sure. We'll find out, I guess. If it has to drop off its materials. Maybe it'll do that automatically. We'll keep harvesting resources and we'll see. What the heck? Okay, I just see a ship warp in here. Not very far away from us. First contact. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Molseer system. For now, we have codenamed them unicorns until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. Concerning, but intriguing. What can we see about there? What in the hell is that? I don't like this, and I am highly concerned. And this is not an ideal situation. we need to figure out what the hell's going on here. Can we learn their language? Do you have to, isn't that a research related thing? Technology? I thought it was a situation. Operational reserves. Arc readiness. Findings? Unicorns here. Show first contact. Days left until roll? Okay, is it, I think it's automatically. Assign an envoy to learn more about them. Oh my gosh. Envoy? Okay. Oh, these are, who are these envoys? Can we name these characters? Maybe. Maybe you could play one of these characters. Interesting. Harlan Turner, Silvio Valeri, or Wilhelmina von Boyen. Oh, let's go with Harlan Turner. We'll send this envoy out here to look into whatever the hell those things were. Yeah. Hopefully they stay where they are. I think they're definitely coming for the Kelseem system. Okay, I mean, whatever these things are, I am deeply concerned. Maybe we don't need to be concerned. You know, just because they're ugly doesn't necessarily mean they're evil or dangerous, right? You know,
Council
look at them
agenda
swimming
ready.
around. That doesn't look evil, right? That just looks whimsical. Surely. Council agenda is ready to be activated. Our Arkship is a research platform of considerable capability, but the void demands more than a scientific aptitude alone. Operational endurance and combat systems require equal investment. Launch the agenda. Not entirely sure. I assume we got some bonuses from that. Launched agendas. What did that give us? Arkship development. So we got Arkship Sublight Seed, Arkship Evasion. All right. Well, we can get a new one here. Chart the Unknown. Even more survey speed. Let's do it. Be the fastest surveyors in the entire planet. Now, what I'm wondering is where these guys are going to. What are they doing? There's no pathways over there. Are they just heading to this planet? Where are they going? Okay, they're hovering over Kelsim 5. First contact event pending. Sensors indicate a presence in the Molsier system that is sending rudimentary signals across the galaxy. These same patterns have been registered on long-range scanners originating from parts unknown. Though it is not clear whether these signals are intentional in nature, it warrants further investigation. Find out more. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Molsier system. For now, we have codenamed the Unicorn. Sensors indicate a presence in the Mol... Okay, this is all stuff that we've seen already. I mean, the fact that these things are so close to the Deneb system, did they have something to do with what happened here on Unity? Difficult to determine that until we've finished our excavation. Hopefully we'll get some more information here. Wandering planet. The Theris 1's composition does not match that of other planets in its vicinity. It does, however, align perfectly with various celestial bodies in the neighboring Churgamore system, suggesting its true origins. Okay, so that's what I kind of thought. It was knocked out of another system, Churgamore, and ended up in Theris. The planet's surface is marked by a particularly large impact crater, leading us to assume it was dislodged from its original orbit by a massive asteroid collision. This free-floating rogue planet was then later captured by the gravity well of Theris, where it assumed its unusual reverse orbit. This remarkable planet has resided in 2 different systems since it was formed, providing rich opportunities for further study. Nice. All right, the Wayfarer should be heading over to this system. to investigate this webwork anomaly. Glowing webs of an unknown origin periodically illuminate the surface of 2A2. Okay. Well, we need to... I mean, I think our Arkship could survive an encounter. What? They're going back here. What are these creatures doing? Who knows? Certainly not me. I suppose we're gonna find out soon enough, hopefully. Our leader has leveled up. Valentina has leveled up. Charismatic. Okay, now Valentina could be a champion of the people. She's already charismatic, but champion of the people, maybe she is. I'm fine with that. All right, let's keep the surveying rolling here. There is an anomaly here to look at as well. Thousands of anomalous vapor plumes have been observed rising from the surface of New Luna, so we want to check that out. Got a new tradition as well. Data bank uplinks or polytechnic education. Scientist experience gain is good. In this age of increasingly advanced technology, a basic education in polytechnics and applied science will benefit all of our citizens. This will inevitably lead to more qualified leaders. Yeah, I'm willing to get that. We're plowing through these reasonably quickly, so we should get Discovery finished off hopefully decently soon. First contact. All right, let's see. All right, did we... Oh, no, this is a new species? Is this a new species in Molsier as well? A new hostile species, apparently. Ooh. Don't like the looks of this. To be fair, I haven't been building anything on my ship. It probably is worth considering, you know, maybe building some extra defenses on the ship. I mean, we could start to build a fleet to protect it. We don't have any ships here. We've got these stratagem class ships. I mean, what are the stratagem class ships? Let's take a look at our, what is this, fleet management ship designer over here. So the stratagem class, I think we can find a better name for that. All right, we're gonna call these Rheineck class corvettes. That's another name from one of our channel members. We don't really have any particularly good technologies that we can advance these with, so I'm gonna assume that this is probably as you know, good as is. So let's make sure we save that there, and yeah, I'm good with this. So let's save. Oh, okay, Rheineck class, we can continue with that one. So we're gonna build a few of those, and those will be protecting our main ship here, hopefully. The science officer Lazar Zaradin reports that 2A2 is covered from pole to pole in a web-like network of electrical filaments. These networks respond to external stimuli. The Wayfarer experimented with sending a low-voltage pulse to the surface, which resulted... This is over here, which resulted in a wave of illumination that rippled through the network like a circuit board. Even more remarkably, the webs rearranged themselves. A second low-voltage pulse revealed that the filaments had been organized in a new pattern, centered around where the previous pulse had contacted the surface of 2A2. Lazar Zaradin concludes that this discovery confirms his long-held theory that life can exist as almost purely electrical impulses independent of cellular or viral structure. Specimen obtained electric life? Well, that is actually very cool, in fact. Ooh, a specimen. What does a specimen do? A form of organism wholly consisting of electrical impulses. Where can we see that? And what does this mean? Sure, whatever. Resume. Honestly, I actually don't know. Somebody might need to to tell me a little bit more. Oh, okay, here we go. Here it is, Electric Life Epic. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, so you can collect this stuff. Man, this is all new to me. Really interesting here. So we get base and it's cost. Oh, it's an exhibit. Wow. All right. Somebody's gonna need to tell me a little bit more of that. I'm happy for people to give me some, you know, hints and stuff. Like I said, I've played a lot of this game, but not recently. We gotta keep this fleet up. Our ship is finished getting our resources over here. So why don't we get some resources over here as well? Okay, we've got the Strike Force Werewolf. Okay, and we need a leader for it. Recruitable leaders. Well, I do want to... Okay, these leaders are already different than I've sent them. So I'm gonna change some of these names to ones that have been submitted, but we'll pick somebody to lead the fleet there. But we do have a solar sailor. We have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around 2A3A. This sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear or some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting design choices. So we've gained a torn solar sail. That's interesting. All right, that's cool. Archaeological site event pending. The colony's data stores survive, sealed in a subterranean archive beneath the vitrified regolith. Day 9251. A new burrowing variant has been identified. The outer perimeter walls are not rated for subsurface breach. Engineering report requested from the Chrysanthemum. Request pending. Day 9389. Outer ring evacuated. 214,000 colonists accounted for in underground residential blocks, some sectors uncontacted. Day 9441. Communication with sectors 7 through 12 lost. Militia casualties 892. Day 9484. Power to sublevel 4 is gone. The team has been asked to stop logging. The archivist declines. Day 9514. We do not have enough time. Preserve the colony records. What does this mean, though? We need to keep excavating, because what the hell happened to the people on Unity? That is the most pertinent question to us. Beyond even what happened to Earth, there were humans here. We need to know. We need to find out. We need to prepare for whatever it is we're encountering in some of these other systems. And we need to understand what is out there so that we can continue in our goals. But that will all continue in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, Wanderers. If you like this series or this first episode, please do subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I'm hoping that this video does well. If it does, we're going to be seeing some more Stellaris on the channel. But until the next one, Wanderers, thank you for watching. See you then.